So, guys, this is a quick one on Chelsea, and it is about Xabi Alonso offering an update on Chelsea's penalty tickets for 2026 and 2027 season. You know that for the past 2 years or three, since Kopama came to Chelsea in 2023, he has been the penalty taker for Chelsea. All right. But we know that Cole Palmer has been quite consistent. All right. And so it is important that we find another penalty taker. That doesn't mean that he has been moved off his position. He is still, he was the number one penalty taker. But now that a new manager is in place in the person of Xabi Alonso, you would expect him to either maintain him or, add some changes to it or, modify the people or the players who will be taking the penalties for the Blues. Okay. And so it has been him, Cole Palmer. And in the absence of Cole Palmer on the pitch, it is Enzo Fernandez. All right. But in a quick conversation with a very, very snappy one, conversation with Coach Xabi Alonso, the manager of the Chelsea football team, he did not want to reveal the names, but he makes us understand that in the event or in the case where a penalty erupts between Chelsea and Fulham, you should see a certain player rise to the occasion. And so it appears that Xabi Alonso has already making that decision, taking that final decision already on who will be taking penalty kicks or penalty spots for the Blues at the Stamford Bridge and in away games. And we don't know if it is Kopama being retained yet. But the thing is that Kopama is just having someone or two back and forth with his health, but he will still join. Okay. And so for now, we are expecting a certain Joao Pedro, who is Chelsea's number 9, mainstream number 9. And so we are expecting that a certain Joao Pedro, the Brazilian international, would rise to the occasion and that he may be the penalty kicker for the Blues. He has kicked once, he has scored for the Blues. Last season, he had 21 goals or 22 goals for Chelsea. Had it not been for the fact that he was not the one taking the penalty kicks for the Blues, he would have maybe equalized Erling Haaland, because Erling Haaland scored 3 penalty kicks. Igor Thiago scored 80 penalty kicks. Igor Thiago scored 80 penalty kicks out of the 23 goals he scored for his team. And so that tells you that penalties can also add up to a players' goals. And hopefully, if Joao Pedro is made to be taking penalties for the Blues, it will add up to the goals he's scoring as a striker and may end up, winning the Golden Boot for the season. Now, Estival William and Alejandro Garnacho are the two other players in the squad who took penalties last term, that is last season, one of them, one apiece. Considering the high success rate, there are very few reasons for Alonso to take either Palmer or Fernandez off penalty duty. When fit, both are expected to be on the pitch. But there is an argument, however, that Chelsea may want to include Joao Pedro on the list. He is the primary number 9, and a few penalty goals could help him compete with the Golden Boot. Manchester City's Erling Haaland won the Golden Boot last season with 27 goals, 3 of which were from penalty kicks. Brentford's Igor Thiago, who finished second in the league scoring chart with 22 goals, scored 8 penalties from them. Joao Pedro racked up with 15 goals last season in the Premier League. So he would likely not have beaten Haaland even if he had, and he would likely not have beaten Haaland even if he had scored some penalties. Yeah, he should have easily finished higher than just the 5th position. All right, in the last 2 seasons he spent at Brighton, Joao Pedro converted 15 of 16 spot kicks. He took in all competitions. The only one he makes against Aston Villa in May 2024 still ended up in the net anyway, as he scored off the rebound to win the game. He has yet to take a penalty for Chelsea, but given his scoring form, he would have no trouble with penalty responsibility. So we don't know during the preseason, as teams are preparing and during their training sessions, we don't know if Joao Pedro came up the radar in terms of scoring penalties during their training sessions. And so, because for Xabi Alonso to settle on a certain player, that means that player may have impressed him well when it comes to penalty taking. Okay, so guys, so that is about penalty kickoff and all that. And I will bring you more updates with regards to Chelsea. And that Chelsea will be facing Fulham in their very first 2026-2027 Premier League clash. And that will take place on Monday, 24th of August. So we would watch that game and we'll bring you our reviews from the game. And so ensure to please subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications, give my video a thumbs up on 2 minutes, and I'll see you in the next one.